So today I'm going to show you how to make something that I've shown you how to make before. I'm going to make crunchies. I've got Nick coming around tomorrow and he likes to have something sweet with his tea. So to start off, I've got 180 grams of butter. You want the butter to be soft or melted. The temperature over here today is 39 degrees Celsius, so you just leave the butter out for like 5 minutes and it's already melted. And to that, I'm going to be adding in just 1 cup of sugar. Like so. And then I'm going to be adding, you can use honey or maple syrup. I happen to have some golden syrup and that does work really well. So I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. Right, so I'm going to mix that together initially. And then to that, I'm going to add in, I'm just going to put in a pinch of salt. And I'm going to put in a teaspoon of ginger, teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm quite generous with my teaspoons. And a teaspoon of bicarb. Now the teaspoon of bicarb, I'm going to have more level than the others because you don't want to have a strong bicarb taste. So I will mix this all as well. You can see. All mixed in. Right, now to that, I'm going to be adding in 1 cup of desiccated coconut, which I reckon is going to just be this whole pack. And I'll mix that in. I'm going to now add in 1 cup of flour. I've got lots and lots of half packets of flour and whatever that I need to start using up. Almost a full one, but not quite. Right. So I've got a cup of flour. I add that in. I'm using self-raising flour, but with this you don't actually need to be using self-raising flour. That's just the flour that I happen to have. Right, so I'm mixing this in now. So you can see all mixed in. Right, so to this now, I'm going to be adding in 2 cups of oats. So there's 1. Two cups of oats. And now I'm going to give this, you're going to have to like really press it in with a wooden spoon so that it gets mixed in with your butter, syrup, flour mixture. You want to get it sticking nicely. You can see it's getting mixed in. Now, most people just stop right here with the crunchies, and this will now go into the oven. But I like to add in something else. So what I will add in now is, I haven't got dried raisins. I usually put some raisins in. I've got dried cranberries. So I'm going to put in dried cranberries, and I've got some dried apricots that I'm going to make into small pieces with my kitchen scissors, and add that in as well. And for me, it just gives it that little something extra to add in some dried fruit. This is all looking good. So I'm now going to add in, see, so what I do with these, I just cut them with my kitchen cooking scissors. This pair of scissors is only used for cooking. See, just add I do like dried apricots. And then once you've added this in and you mix it in so it's spread throughout the mixture, you are then going to press it down in a baking sheet that has got lined with baking paper. And then you just press it down and you put it into the oven for, it's about 180 degrees Celsius. I think that's about 350 Fahrenheit. I'm not too sure. But it's 180 Celsius. And then you just bake it for 20 to 30 minutes. So it just depends on your oven. Like, I've got to keep an eye on this oven because I've got it as low as it can go, but it's never generally low enough. So I've just got to keep an eye because, like, in my oven, part of it will burn if I don't watch carefully. And you definitely don't want to have burnt crunchies. But you will know when they are done because they will have turned golden brown. And when they're golden brown, you take it out the oven, and you just let it set a little bit, because it'll be quite soft initially when you take them out the oven, and you let it set a little bit, and then you'll get a knife and then you cut them into squares, because if you wait too long to cut them into squares, they hard and crunchy, which is what you're wanting them to be, but you don't want to cut them into squares when it's like that. So let's put my cranberries in. Right, I've got the fruit in, and I'm just mixing this up now. So it's all throughout the mixture and not just sitting in one little section. And then this is going to now go into the oven. And that's it. It's actually one of the easiest, delicious things to make. Right, so I'm going to put this on the baking sheet, and then I'm going to press it down firmly. Right, this is all pressed down so that it's flat. So this is going to go into the oven now for 20 to 30 minutes. So the crunchies are at the oven. You can see they're golden brown, and it's still a little bit soft, not that soft, but ready for me to cut it into squares. So I've cut them into squares, and I'm going to leave them now to harden.